In this movie, I want to introduce you to the Smarty template engine. Just like PHP Mailer, it's a third-party, open-source solution that can help you with your templating. And you can find it at smarty.net. And we can download the code from here. I'm not going to download it now. I'm going to leave that to you if you decide you want to try it. But I do want to just show you this crash course to give you an idea of how Smarty works. So if we click on Crash Course, you'll see here is a simple sample page. The first thing is they include the code. So we include our Smarty class, just like we included the PHP Mailer class earlier. And then we create a new object, Smarty equals new Smarty. That could be called template, for example. And then Smarty assign and tell it what we want to assign. Name should be equal to George Smith. Address should be equal to 45th and Harris. This is exactly the same kind of thing that we were doing with our set method when we looked at the object-oriented way of doing replacement. And finally, when we're done, we say display. Now, one difference here is that Smarty actually provides the name of the template here when you actually tell it to display, whereas we were assigning it to the template as an attribute. So that's one difference. The other difference, though, is that Smarty has a lot more features to it. So if you scroll on down, you'll see, for example, that we can have names and tell it to capitalize them. We can tell it to escape the characters and address. We can provide date formats. There's lots of other things in there. And one of the best features that Smarty offers is it actually has page caching, which is a really nice speed enhancement. So essentially, Smarty is like if we took this simple templating idea that we were working on in the last one, and we just kept going with it and kept refining it and adding new features and adding new features. Well, we can just use Smarty and already have all that pre-built for us. Now, there are a lot of other templating engines out there. I'm not telling you that any of them are not as good or maybe even better than Smarty, but Smarty is probably the most popular templating engine that there is. And because I think it works in a way that's going to be really easy for you to understand, I can recommend it to you with confidence. But now that you understand the basic concepts behind templating, I think you're capable of evaluating all those other options on your own, even reviewing their source code. And few of those other template engines are going to do anything that's going to surprise you.